Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a Slicknives Kepper 5 rendition. Absolutely love the Kephart style. I reached out to Slicknives for the first time ever, reaching out to anybody, because I wanted to check this knife out. I like the Kephart style that much. It just speaks to me. It appeals to me. Here's the thing. This knife's in 14C 28N. I'm pretty sure these are Micarta handle scales. You got a nice thick handle. It's got some really nice aggressive jimping right above the handle. Feels good, but it is aggressive. You do have a lanyard hole. It has black liners. I'm going to say that's brown micarta, and watch me be wrong. I typically am, but I believe it's micarta with G10 handle scales. I'll put a link in the description where you can find this knife, and if you use scab 10, you'll get a discount, which thank you, Slicknives, very appreciative for letting all my folks have a discount code. That's super dope. Let's just jump right into this thing. We just did the Slicknives Hunter not long ago, and I really like the quality of it. So reaching out on this Kepper 5 wasn't a big issue to me because I knew where the quality was going to be. And again, I'm just a Kephart fan. Okay, so overall length is 9 3/4. We have a blade length of right at 4 15/16. Now, I pull these myself, so if they're a little off from what the website says, I'm sitting here looking at it. The cutting edge, I've got right at 4 7/8 inches, so you got plenty of cutting edge. Blade width is 1 inch. Handle length, the handle scales themselves are 4, looks like 4 3/4. The inner grip is going to be wide open. The inner grip I got right at 4 1/4. So just about any hand on the planet can grab this, even double X hands. The blade width, let's see what we're working with, is right at, it's a little bit over 1/8. It's like between 1/8 and 3/16. I'm sure it's in the metric system. The handle width at the palm swell is 7/8. I'm sorry, handle thickness. Handle width at the palm swell is 1 inch. So plenty of handle here. Now, it comes with a leather sheath, a ferro rod. They threw in some fat lighter and some more fire starters with it, which is a nice touch. Brown leather sheath. I like that. That's the one I chose. I wanted to give it a good overall review. I'm sending it to Joe, JS Bladecraft. Nope. The Still Mindset, Joe from the Still Mindset. Check him out. I'm going to send it up to Joe. And Joe, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I'm going to strop it. Don't sharpen it. Do some initial cuts with it. I want you to see how much of an edge this thing still has on it. It's crazy. It's a nice toothy edge. Again, 14C 28N. And it has that, it's made in Spain, and it has that look. Everything's well done. Everything's well crafted. Fit and finish, I'd say, is a solid 9 out of 10. The grinds look good. Maybe up near the tip needs a little work, but that's a minor thing. It comes with a toothy edge. I like a toothy edge. I've said this a bunch, and I'll tell you why. You see everything we're doing, like everything that we're doing from the jump, for me, a toothy edge fits the review style better. Plus, if I'm going camping, I like a toothy edge. Now, there's arguments for the mirrored polish, and I personally think it's just personal opinion. For me, the toothier edge does well. Here we're making a little tent stake. So we did a little bit of everything like we always do, and we did it in the same order so you can cross compare. This knife is a jack of all trades type blade. You can cook with it, you can set up camp with it, you can skin with it, you can cape with it, you can defend yourself with it. There's really not a lot that this blade cannot do. If you need to do some light batoning, which we did, you can do that. And again, I say this every video, and I'll keep on doing it for those that are new. The batoning, I don't really do in real life. I'll do some very light batoning here in Florida because we do not have dry wood. If a bird flies over and pees on the ground, it will inundate all the way through. Our humidity, all bullshit aside, our humidity runs anywhere from 75 to 90% year round. So for us, the wood gets just swamped, for lack of a better term. So I have to do some light batoning to get to the dry wood for tinder or kindling, right? If it's too thick, I just throw it in and let it dry out. Here we're cutting that Kevlar fire hose. And again, I took this over to Kirk's. He was really impressed with it. The overall presentation, I don't talk about a lot, but I feel like Slicknives does a really, really, really good job. And let me say this while I'm thinking about it. Here we're just stripping some extension cord. And I always get people, well, I don't do that. Well, I do. And if you need to, you can. So there you go. I don't base my reviews on what everybody else does. We do some oddball stuff, I know. But it's all based on experience from different jobs I've had in the past. What I was going to say is the spine on this thing is 90 degrees. It's a vicious 90-degree spine. However, where the jimping is, right, that's comfortable. When I say aggressive, guys, I don't mean it hurts. I mean you can feel the jimping. You can bear down on it. You can get a great grip like it's intended to, and you can move out. Above the jimping, that spine is sharp. So if you need to make duff, fleshing, anything like that, striking a ferro rod, which we will do, you can do. In the two knives that I have reviewed for Slick, both have been super sharp. Again, that toothy edge just adds a different dimension to it. It's a personal preference that I like. When you get to the handles are contoured perfectly. Nothing sticks out. Everything is radiused. The ergos are awesome. It has a pommel that you can put your thumb on and stab with comfortably if need be. I like that. It's got a slight guard. I wouldn't call it a guard, but it's a slight guard. If you need to choke up some, you can. It does have a sharpening choil with it, very small. It does not distract or detract from the knife. Right here, this thing will make a fire in a damn hurry. Why does that matter? We always cut to the damn mythical super survival mode, right? And that's great. And if you're in the survival mode more than once or twice in your life, you really need to check your planning, right? Survival is one of them rare things that some of us may not ever experience, and hopefully we won't. But you know where making a fire fast comes in handy? We just saw it at Blackie's. When I went to Blackie's, we got there late. We set up camp. We wanted to get a small fire going before we crashed out for a couple of reasons. One, to light the camp up so people that knew we were there knew we had our camp set up and they could come in and visit for a minute. The other reason was to get a fire built up, a little bed of coals that we could bank for the morning. You don't want to be fighting all night long if you get there late with a fire. This knife makes some vicious curls, and it does short work with fat wood, which you'll see here in a minute. And then that spine, a couple of good hard strikes across the good ferro rod. The ferro rods they send are very good. I like the ferro rods they send. They work well. And Joe, check that out as well. That's one thing with me, and I don't know how you guys are. Like the extra stuff with a knife, really, truly, honestly, from a function standpoint, I focus on the knife more. But I'm starting to try to take into account more things, not like the extras, but like this comes with a really well done, nice sheath. It does have a place for a ferro rod. I do like that. I like outfitting some of these knives, throwing them in backpacks, etc. So when you have a knife that comes with a good ferro rod, not just some cheap piece of shit, but a good ferro rod, it makes a huge difference. The touch of putting the fire starters and the fat wood in the box, that was just cool, man. That was cool. Joe, I'm sending you that so you can start a fire with it. I didn't use it. I used what I had at the house. I wanted to save it so you could check it out, so it'll be in the box with it. Guys, listen, overall what I carry, yes, for a couple of reasons. One is this is a well-done knife. It just is. And remember what we always talk about. I don't have things on here I don't like. That makes the knife review easy, and to me, it makes it more genuine. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And if I have something on here I don't like, you're going to pick up on that. And I don't want to affect the company by just having a poor attitude towards the product. So I get stuff on here I like. That's why when I say it's a good knife, or I'm always saying it's a good knife, it's because I want it on the channel. Will I carry it? Yes. Well done knife. The other side is, like I just said, man, I love a Kephart. It has everything I need right there. A good leather sheath, the ferro rod, the whole 9 yards. This is something, honestly, that I could hand to my son or grandson if we were going camping and be like, here's your setup for the weekend, and them be okay. And that means a lot to me. I know I'm giving them a safe, sharp, sturdy knife that will accomplish everything they need to. Overall, what I'm seeing from Slicknives, I am super impressed with, very much so. That being said, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, we just come off a weekend, a holiday weekend. Stats are going to be higher, anywhere between 29 to 40. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. Man, you have a place here. Finally, well, not finally, I back the blue. It's not popular. I'm good with it. I explain it all the time. The back the blue before it happens to you. It's happened to me more than it'll happen to most. I have my reasons, and I don't shove it down your throat. Finally, now we're getting to it. If you are an addict, and I am, and you can tell in some of the videos when I struggle, my thoughts get a little wobbly. I've been clean now for almost 5 years or 5.5 years, but it's still a daily struggle. If you're an addict, never quit quitting. You can quit it. I'm Scab. You're not. Slicknives Kepper 5. I'm impressed. Joe, it'll be headed your way at the end of the week. I'm gone, son.